was down in the Amazon. Oh, that Amazon has fascinated me since I was just a child, you know. I'd read those books, like there was a book back then, you probably couldn't even get it now, called Green Hell. And they'd try and make it up that Amazon, and they couldn't do it. They'd get just a partial way up, and something would kill them. They'd either get some kind of a deathly illness, or the people down there would cut off their heads and put them on a pole. There was a famous preacher, what was his name? His first name was Jim Elliot. And that was the husband of Elizabeth Elliot, who you've heard her preach on these stations. She doesn't do that anymore. She's much too old for that, but she's a wonderful lady. And he flew his airplane down there and landed it, and by golly, they took his head, and she went back down, Elizabeth did, and got the man that had done that to her husband, got him saved unto the Lord, and brought him back up here to tour the churches and preach with her about the Lord Jesus Christ. But Percival H. Fawcett, he was kind of a Superman of explorers. When he went down there, the hunger didn't bother him. The hard walks didn't bother him. The mosquitoes didn't seem to bite him the way they bit everyone else. Now, I'm not telling you a tale. I'm telling you the truth. You can read books about him. You can go on the web and look him up. He never got any of the diseases that his crew got. And, you know, his crew would all get sick, and he'd have to come home. But he had a wife named Nina, and his sons' names were Jack and Brian, and he had a daughter as well. And her name was Joan, I believe. And she later in life, to prove that she was Fawcett's daughter, became an endurance swimmer and won many awards for that. But Fawcett would take off on these treks into the Amazon. He was looking for a city named Z. That's like zebra, you know, the letter Z. And he believed with all his heart and soul that there was a city down there named Z, where it was equated in his mind with the city of El Dorado that the Spanish had looked for all those years. And he thought he knew where it was. And he went on several expeditions, and he would just walk right up to those violent natives